It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Seahawks on Thursday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losing, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game and playing on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Roman. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows them to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week has been affected much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Haener. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Steps nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans.
Hayner here from the gun. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Hayner. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Roman. Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Hayner. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Roman. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Ball start. Offense.
What's the deal, y'all? Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roman. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line is struggling. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, the Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Hayner looking to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he goes out right around the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hayner here to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Hayner sets to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's it's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is taken at the 15. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Roman. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and he had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On second down, it's Abanikanda. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down.
Hayner. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. Down to about the 45. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Roman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal, getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Throwing on 1st down, Roman. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Off the play fake, Roman. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Second down throw from Haener. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Cards' win is a big one there as they move above 500 at 7-6 and keep themselves in the mix for a possible playoff berth. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Houston Texans.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Haener to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hayner from the gun on third down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Hayner looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. Completes this to Addison out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw on second down, Roman. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Roman. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Off play action. Roman. This is caught by Addison. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 4 yards out. And the Titans extend their lead yet again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, here's Hayner. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Hayner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing, Hayner. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hayner. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Chubb. He can't get him down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Deontay Banks there on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Here's a 2nd and 5. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Hayner to try it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Hayner will throw on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Hayner sets to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Hayner. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll go for it. Here's Hayner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 7.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Roman. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 60.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hayner looking to throw.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Hayner. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Seahawks.
On first down, Hayner.
And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down throw from Hayner. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hayner here from the gun.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's got some space here.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third down.
On third down, Roman.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.